most important thing is to raise the self-awareness of how you showed up in your group. And the reason why I say this is because so many of the dimensions of personal power that we just talked about would have come up here. Let me give you an example. There's always the person that will go high and will be brought down. Okay? But will give themselves for whatever reason, right? There might have been the lower voice that was able to influence the rest of the group. There might have been the person that said, you know, whatever you guys want, it's okay. It's okay. So, and I'm not saying that's enough. I'm saying because how you do anything is how you do everything. The way that you showed up at this particular activity is probably the way that you're showing up on your team in some way when you guys are working on a project. And now, yes, I understand that today there was nothing on the line, but you would be surprised. I've done this sometimes and it has gotten so intense. Because again, there's no prize. I'm like, you guys know, there's no prizes. Right?
The part of ourselves that is becoming addicted to this. So how many of you can actually admit that it's almost scary to be away from our phones, that we can't, right? Like, we're tied to it. It's almost like another appendage of our body. So this is what I mean about the urgency of mindfulness in today's society. So how many of you, this is another thing, how many of you will get in your cars, will drive to work, and you'll wonder how you even got there because you were thinking about the meeting that you're going to have, you're doing your to-do list, maybe the grocery list. Imagine the impact that we would have if we're doing things intentionally. How many of you walk into a meeting and you have an intention for that meeting? I want to leave my team feeling like this.
We need to normalize bias because we're all biased. The question we need to be asking is, how are we biased? To what extent are we biased? And when we can answer that question, we can start moving the needle in the right direction.
I really enjoyed Carolina's presentation about how to accelerate my leadership, specifically about understanding what I am broadcasting and being aware of the energy that I bring into the room. And my other takeaway was the platinum rule, making sure that I am communicating to people in the way that they want to be communicated with.
Hi, I really enjoyed Carolina's workshop on accelerated leadership. And something I really liked was her conversation around managing up, managing down, and managing sideways, particularly managing down, because I think it's so true what she said. If you win people's hearts, they will follow you anywhere. And so that's something that I'm going to really embrace and take back to my team.
So I found Caro's talk immensely valuable to me. I think what resonated with me was when she said, it's not about the task that you've mastered, work is all about the people that you're working with, and that is 100% true for me. She addressed so many areas of my workplace struggles and how to be able to address that coming from an other-centered perspective. And it's just very valuable advice that I don't think I would have been able to get anywhere else outside of this venue. Her talk it's almost like having a big mentor speaking to a large audience, and it's almost like she's speaking to you directly. So I really appreciated her approach and just her candidness. So thank you, Carolina.